With season 2, episode 13. How's everyone going?
Good.
Good.
Alright.
Everyone's weekend was good?
Yep, we did
Yeah, it
Cinco de
was-
Mayo. I made the chimichangas and the drinks.
Oh, yeah, that was
Yeah,
fun.
it was pretty slow for me.
You could have came over if you would have tried the little drink that I had.
I didn't know you guys
Yeah.
Try to get fucked up or
had
Why did Justin look at me as soon as you said, I didn't know you all had a thing?
anything. Well, actually, no. I didn't,
Why?
I think it was so late that I got fucked up. I drank a bottle of Bacardi, the mango one. That one's pretty good. It's a little spicy, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, the one.
Spicy.
Yeah, it has like a little.
We had
like
some
a
strong ass tequila.
First of all, I don't invite him to everything. Because sometimes he had plans.
You could still ask them if you want to let them know.
Shit, we had a
Shit, I had a lot on my plate right now.
No, not you.
I would have made a plate for her, for him,
For her?
for her,
There it is.
Yeah. For her.
for her.
Already starting.
She's a.
But no, it was a fun time. It was like half Cinco de Mayo, half baby shower, half whatever.
Yeah. Remember, you missed it. If you have some videos and pictures of us doing some of the games.
Well, we had to put like a pillow, the balloon, act like we're like pregnant, and then we had to put like this little ball between me.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, long and dropped it into his cup.
Like, I could walk fast, I just couldn't get in the damn cup.
And I know. And I was the one that got popped. I'm like, watch this gonna pop, and I was the one going.
We were just popping all day yesterday for no reason. It was just
It was
popping.
so hot in the house, that's why.
Not only
That's
that,
because they kept having them close the damn door. I said, leave it open.
And you're,
Boom.
yeah, and then she kept saying, close it.
Yeah, that's why.
Because
See, now I'm on to her.
Because you get the smoky.
And then she walked out and closed
the
it.
smoke kept coming in the door.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, we did 3 sessions.
I only did 1 or 2. Yeah.
well, first thing, topic, we'll talk about the Scream 6 that we all saw.
Oh, yeah.
It was a really good movie. She kept fucking jumping.
Yeah, and she
Yo,
spilled
that
that
spirit
part
isn't
to it.
getting, he is no fucks.
I what?
Have
No,
you seen it yet?
Yeah, you
That
spilled
was,
some. Yeah, some
event,
little
right?
parts at it.
Yeah.
Dude, he
Oh,
said, you ain't
watch the
supposed to
first
be
one with
here.
us.
Stabs his ass and walks through.
Now it's just like Halloween, the number 2. Like he was a savage, just taking all those guys at the end of it there. But here he just like usually he doesn't want someone seeing him. Usually he just hides and runs. But he thought, I don't give a fuck, you're hiding in the store. He busts his right in, going, you.
He stopped the
Yeah.
guy and shot. Then he got out the shotgun, shot the guy.
Yeah, can you imagine
Boom,
Scream with a
between
gun?
between the freezer. He was caught behind the freezer and shot him against it.
Yeah. Like I was savage.
Fucking
Right in the head.
It just fucking exploded and shit.
Supposed to be like one last one.
Like our thoughts about it, like the girl and the sisters might be, could be the next Scream. The way they were
Yeah.
cut out the end of the. Everyone should have seen it by now, other than him.
Yeah.
And if you haven't, we apologize in
Yeah.
advance.
Skip this
What
part.
have you been in if you haven't seen it
I'll
yet?
put that in the title description.
But yeah, but all is really good though. If anyone didn't see it, I recommend seeing it.
Yeah.
It's
So,
Before we go into some bigger topics, I just want to say, like, subscribe, follow.
Get that notification.
follow our social media.
give us
we
some
are
ideas to do for next some more podcasts or challenges you want to see.
And this is also 18 and over content. So make sure you're over the age of 18.
They're really not. I already found some people that are not over the age of 18.
Well, then that's not
That's
important.
fine.
Yeah.
That's not our problem.
I mean, if they look, it's on their free will, but we can't get in
Yeah.
trouble because we're just.
Yeah, we're describing
I'm like, it's all in the description. 18 and up, so get out.
Get out.
She said, "I see you."
Get out.
Oh yeah.
She's a librarian.
I'm the type
Right.
of person, so yeah.
And also,
Oh yeah.
Thanks
Got
for-
it.
Yeah, new business
Hold on.
cards.
well, I was gonna say, we got our business cards now. So, well, redid them to make it a little bit more, professional. Got the
Yeah.
QR code on the back there.
And just right to our
Right to our
website.
That's the main platform.
That's the one where you can watch all the videos mostly.
All of our
Unedited.
unedited.
Like
We
most of our
cannot post as explicit.
yeah. So most of our podcasts will be on our website for now on, and all of our clips and our bloopers and our reels will be going to be on YouTube.
I mean, we'll still have like a full podcast too. It'll be like whatever is edited out. That should be done.
For the next one, I was talking about this movie that we've seen, Stay Out of the Attic.
You stay out of the attic.
That one was some fucked up
That was
shit.
a lot of gruesome shit.
Yeah, it was like this old Nazi back in the day, and then he did these experiments on these Jews back in then.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
and then yeah, he experimented on these like twins, and this one was like they
His
were
daughters.
yeah, the daughters, and one of them was stuck on the back. She was like, I was like, oh shit. This one like a mutated, it was crawling like a creepy ass thing just coming out of one.
That thing from Mesmer, the one that was bald and no head, is zombie wise. That was exactly what it looked like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Those things scared the fuck out of
Exactly.
me.
And then when he was crawling, I was like, yep, I'm not looking. It was bad.
Yeah.
And it all was happening in the house the whole time. I'm just like,
You're trapped in that house.
and yeah, he literally had automatic locks, so you couldn't leave the house or windows.
Cause he literally was like, don't go downstairs, don't go in the attic, whatever, just stay down here, clean up his house. And I would have been at red flags, I'm going, especially
I
if
would
you're
have
hearing
cleaned the
noises.
house and never looked in the other places and left.
Yeah.
Wait, they were hearing
But
shit
they were
up
like,
there.
we're hearing shit, let's go check
You
it out. I'm
leave
like,
that shit go up there. Do your job. Yeah.
There you
but
go.
I
You know?
think that's what he did. He purposely said that so they would check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He said, "Don't
it's
check
like,
the
what's
attic.
that called?
Don't
Like reverse
check the
psychology or something?
Yeah.
Yep.
And you know what when you say in a scary movie, if you say any scary movie, don't go in the attic, don't go in the basement. That's where all the fun, all the scariness is gonna be there.
I would leave the whole house. Because eventually they're gonna either make you go in there or kill you and put you in there somehow.
Your suitcase.
You know,
Just alive.
Alive.
Just head and
someone
thoughts.
got this person put him in a suitcase. He literally died in it.
Yeah,
This
his
is-
girl. Yeah, I remember about that one. It's fucked up.
I'm dying in this suitcase, it's fucked up.
It was what must be one of the combination movies.
You've got the combination. Damn.
This next one is called It Lives Inside. And we just saw like the trailer of it, basically like an Indian American teenager struggling with her culture, anxiety, whatever, has falling out with her former best friend and then process unwilling to release a demonic demon that grows stronger by feeding on her loneliness.
Oh hell. Sit here alone.
What is that?
It lives
One
inside.
strong as a demon.
So basically, that person can only see it. They've been making that a lot though. It follows, what was that one, like if the parents was worried about them, that thing comes for them and kills them. It's like, oh, your parents not supposed to like worry about you. You know what you see that too.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's fucked up.
I know what you're
Parents
talking
killed
about.
him?
Remember that one horror one?
Mom and dad?
Mm-mm.
I can't remember.
Have to look it up.
We've watched so many movies.
Oh, the Grim and Cuddy. There it is.
There,
Oh, yeah.
that one.
The Grim and Cuddy. Basically only the kids can see it, then the parents can't. And more of the kids worry about their kids, then that thing comes from and kills them.
I'll send you the trailer.
But what we saw here, only that one person can see it, and that's some scary shit. People think then you're just crazy, only you can, see it. And then they'll go, what the hell are you seeing? Oh, and now
Was that
one.
on Hulu?
Yep.
Yeah. I remember.
But I would not like to see that, only me seeing it.
It's hard.
And then him in the closet, just see the light, and you just see eyeballs watching.
Oh my god, and she turns it on and she's just gone like that. And then she turns it off again and it's right there. Like, I'm just like,
I would have left it on. I would go, no, I go, run. But it comes out November 3rd of this.
That little the trailer where the guy was like between between the swings and he was just like hanging like that. That
Yeah.
shit was like eerie as fuck. That shit threw me off a bit.
You're like, wait.
It was a little disturbing the way that he was getting like dangled, you know.
Yeah.
It's pretty good though.
The next, it's a game called Amnesia the Bunker. So I never really heard of this game, but I guess, it's like the fourth installment of the
Yeah.
franchise. Shit, I have to try the 1 and 2.
I've been waiting for that because the other ones I talked about last season about Amnesia, they said they didn't know when it would come out, and they officially found a name for it.
Yeah. It was basically, I guess, during the height of World War One, played as a French soldier, Henry Keltman, caught in the trenches during a gruesome battle. He finds himself in an abandoned bunker. Memory of occurred since the conflict. So basically, you're stuck in a bunker. As we've seen a little bit in the trailer there, you have to keep a light on because only the light can scare the thing away. Otherwise, it can kill you
You just
without
have
it.
a lighter, like,
You have to keep like whole batteries
Right.
on it. Because if it dies, then all you see is a thing chasing.
oh hell
Sick.
no.
Should be hearing me soon. Whoa, what's happening?
You still knock your chair over again.
Try not to.
But it said May 16th or whatever come out, so some this month.
That's like next week.
Yep.
Actually, it's got 2 weeks from now.
I know you talked about the Hunger Games things.
Yeah, we just saw the trailer. So I think Songbirds and Ballad or something
Yeah.
like that. It looks pretty good. Like again, it's just about like pretty much the backstory before Katniss and all that. Pretty much how it started. It's kind of sick how they have it inside the dome, like gladiators and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And like they're all just around it. Seems pretty cool. I didn't think they were actually gonna have the little arena. To be honest, I thought it was just gonna be like just like the start of it, not an actual like right away, boom, fight to the death now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it looks pretty good though.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's gonna explain Snow's backstory too and how he became. Did it say he was from District 12? To them, because he was a mentor.
Shit.
Yeah, he said District 12. Yeah.
Okay, because I would explain why then something he was trying to give District 12 so many chances with Katniss then.
Yeah.
Because it didn't seem like he really wanted to, but he was just like, fuck you, Katniss, you're being a bitch. He just
Right.
bobbed it off, but okay. That's pretty interesting.
Well, then we get to see like how he turned. So obviously, it looked like he was good, and then it's like something happened and he goes bad.
Yeah. I saw the book, like I said earlier, and I want to read it actually to see, like I said, the difference between them. Because I don't even think I've read the third book of The Mockingjay. I don't think I've read part 1 or 2. So,
It's really good.
is it?
Mm.
It comes out in November.
I don't get the movies like they started out with this instead of just regular Hunger Games because this is building up to. Now, those sequels after it's already done.
Maybe they didn't have it like a thought process yet, so they like, because I think they already had it was written calling who call.
All the who's
Yeah.
Calling hoots.
I think she already had the book stuff, so it makes sense to start off with like a storyline and then kind of build the beginning of the story after you know what the story's about. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It's just like the
Yeah.
But you know, a lot of the movie producers always do like
Already
the
into the
second
future,
book,
yeah.
and then they go to the prequel, just like Insidious, where they did all these, all in order, and then they did, this is a prequel, or a
Mhm.
sequel, and then you're just like, now I gotta watch them in order, but they're different years.
Like
You're just
Twilight
like,
or-
what's going on?
Yeah. That's the same thing with the X-Men too.
Yep.
And Marvel and all that shit.
There's always different characters. That's why they always have different characters, and they always, by the time they get to another one, they gotta recast them. They're supposed to bring back the X-Men into the Marvels for the Avengers and stuff sometime. I don't know when they're gonna do that. And I don't
With
know.
the new mutants.
Yeah, they're supposed to bring them into to be canon.
Yeah, because Hugh Jackman was gonna be Wolverine again.
Yeah, because he supposedly died, but he was made of like nothing. Tried to kill him.
Yeah,
Right.
But I don't know how they gonna freaking do that. They killed them off, and he's he's a bad bring out.
You just
It's
get
the
arrested
other
for
one.
50 years.
He said it's the other Wolverine. Still alive.
He's gonna come back out like the fucking Terminator and shit.
Yeah.
Half his body. What is that? What is he at?
Antimantium.
Yeah. It's gonna be like half his body of that and then half his flesh.
Oh man. That would actually be cool, though. Zombie Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The copyright was crazy.
I haven't even seen him. I don't know if he's gonna be in the MCU all the way through, or he's just doing it for Deadpool.
There's gonna be a Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he's in it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he's the one that brought him back into being Wolverine. Why didn't he be Wolverine?
Listen, this is before we had that fight.
Well, like after all the time,
Does he
I
cut
cannot
his
see
head
no one
off?
else as Wolverine. Can you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't see
With his
after
brother,
seeing
yeah.
Hugh Jackman as Wolverine for all these years. I can't see nobody else but Wolverine. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I can't see nobody else.
No, that's why he's playing it. He said, hell yeah.
That is a fat shit.
I was gonna say, like, I know in one interview he was saying, they were saying about the Deadpool one, because he was like, oh, I'm done, retired, but then he's like, wait, I forgot to do one more thing, so he wanted to go back to do, with him Deadpool. But they were talking about maybe doing, like, something before he died, like, it was like a past thing with him, before he died. Because years went by and he looked old as hell in that, the Logan one, I'm like, that's how you can't age.
No,
Because he was dying.
And they gave him that thing. That thing.
the blue.
Yeah.
Was it blue? Yeah.
So he wasn't invincible anymore.
Oh, I don't know, he's one of my
You're
favorites.
so silly.
Yeah, that's
Right.
so weird.
Mine is always Cyclops or Nightcrawler as well. Excellent.
I don't know. So many of them that you don't get to see.
Oh, kind of like Mystique.
Who doesn't like Mystique?
That's so basic, but yeah, it's yeah.
I'm Mystique.
She's actually a different one.
I said, did they make it like a story for her?
Mm,
Oh, kind of like from the regular.
Yeah. Do all the new X-Men. They did some back there.
Yeah, that girl from the girl from Hunger Games.
Yeah.
She was original.
She wasn't original. She just got played over after
Oh.
they started over again. Up there, because Mystique was when they did Mystique in the original ones. That she was the only one.
Oh yeah.
Anything else?
I would say it was, oh yeah, the Flash one. They're doing like the final season.
I haven't watched Flash.
The basically was on episode 10, so they only have 3 more episodes and then the whole season's done there. Whatever, so I'm excited to see like how they're gonna end things. I know they showed like a sneak peek of Oliver bringing him back to it, even though he died in the Arrow.
They
It's
do
like,
that.
yeah.
They do that in Fast and Furious too with that one dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, he's too good to keep that here.
He survived that.
That's okay. Why don't you bring the other one back?
Oh, I
He said
know.
an actual robot.
Rebecca's girlfriend then.
Oh, they said about what Giselle or something.
Yeah.
The 10th one, I'm like, oh, I'll be sick. Where she was at, she literally he fell off the plane, got rolled over.
No.
She
Bionic.
survived. She survived.
Bionic woman,
She
no.
survived. She went back in time.
She's the next Captain America.
Yep.
I don't know, I gotta see that movie with him in it called Ghost. He's like he plays like the boyfriend of this one girl, and she's actually a CIA, and then he gets caught up in her mission.
That figures.
And then he's like, well, I'm just a boyfriend, move! Punched him.
They said, we know your secrets now.
Well, then Loki season 2.
Like season 1 is starting to be.
Season 2.
Two.
They made a first.
So it's been out.
I thought he was like quitting. The guy who played Loki supposed to.
They said he was hot. They liked him playing.
Oh, as long as you're.
That's a gay thing. Yeah, we go.
Did you guys try like watching gameplay of the new Jedi?
I'm trying to stay away from it, so if I can get it, I won't. I know what I'm looking into, but I've seen a lot of previews, a little bit of previews. What happened? I was like, I
I'm
don't
with
wanna know.
you.
I don't wanna know. I don't wanna know.
I just saw like one quick set, like little thingy, but that's I don't know what it was though. But it was really quick. But I like same thing with you. I
I
want to
don't-
wait to
I'll-
get it because it's
so I
been
get
out
it.
already.
Yes, because I'm trying to stay away from it. I've seen people playing it already. It's like, I can't watch your. Sorry, can't watch your thing because I don't have it yet. I want to do my
Yeah.
own stuff.
Like
When I get lost and I look at your stuff.
Like I
figure
might
out-
get it. I might get it next week actually. So the thing is, my PS4, it's like it's starting to sound kind of loud. It doesn't have a lot of like storage depth. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
mine's either.
So
I get a new one.
yeah, so it's either like should I just wait and buy like another system,
Yeah.
or should I buy the game? And
I gotta get one.
Say
One
fuck
now.
it.
Because right now that Star Wars one is just staying on PS5 for now. Because when I was looking at it, if it's going on PS4, it's just on 5. So you would have to buy the 5th one until they want to change that on the 4th.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, they have it on Xbox too, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so because I'm thinking about getting an Xbox, so it's cheaper and it's probably better anyway. So.
By the time you get to that, they're gonna change it to another Xbox anyway.
Exactly.
You're not gonna get it anyway, so that's how they make their money.
Yes,
They keep
yes.
changing them to, oh, I finally got the 5. Here's a 6.
No, the
Here's an Xbox.
fucking 460.
Yeah. Fuck you, this is Xbox and this is.
Exclusively on that.
Yep.
That'd be fucked up. But yeah, no, aren't they coming out with already another PS6 already?
Probably.
I don't know they were talking about
How
it,
about
but
that?
they're keeping it low for now.
But they're not gonna do it yet. They're going to do the slim down one
For the 5?
for 5. And whatever else with the Xbox. I don't care, I'm staying with it. I got the best shit. Well, once it goes away, I have nothing else to go with it.
See, isn't like the 5 right now like $600-700 still, or is it like what?
It's $100, but they got bundled with it too. So you get the system with a game and controllers.
I hope they don't have controllers.
And because of the one controller.
Yeah.
The rest of them are 60 episodes, so go
Yeah,
out and
just
buy
like
some
the
more.
PS4
I don't
controller,
know. Well, mine's,
$60 fucking.
yeah, 'cause one of mine broke down, and now I gotta go find a new one. It was like $60 for a freaking controller. Like, why you have to? I know it's well, if they come out with a new one with the they remember your stuff. That's gonna be fucking more.
Yeah, it's gonna be like
That's gonna be $100
$80,
for
$90 for that shit.
That's gonna be $100
Like I'm already
for it.
paying damn near $70 for one simple
That's
controller
all you
because
need.
it's like $65.
Yeah. I was gonna say, when we went to the Mayfair, we saw one that was like 300 something only.
Yeah, $300, but it was a bundle. It's like,
Yeah.
no, I want the bundle right now.
It was like a digital.
But I was thinking too, I'm like, how far would you get out of the store with that system in your hand? Because then we're at Mayfair, man.
Oh, yeah.
Don't be high. Let's don't be high. Make sure you have Tony already drive ready, and you gotta run.
Instead of Tony revving the car ready to go.
And I was gonna be like, okay, I'm running.
And I see her just go,
No,
She's
go
gonna
push it.
fall.
No,
You
you
gotta
put it in the
teach her
backpack,
to
but
drive
she'll.
so she can run.
No, she's
No,
gonna
she's
bust.
gonna go do some spy shit. She'll start out with it, and we'll at the end of it, one of us gonna have it, and they won't see it coming.
I was gonna say, gotta go as a group with that.
Literally.
She'll put it in her bag, and then we'll walk out.
Unless GameStop can deliver. I don't know.
Yeah, they
Yeah, I
can.
know they
It'll
deliver
never get
game.
delivered though. It's just gonna be bricks inside the box.
Yeah.
It's like on.
Yeah, it'll be gone.
It's gone.
Especially if they know what it is. If it's a big ass box, they know what the fuck to get. And if you give them a gift, ooh.
Well, you'd be surprised. Some shoes, when you order shoes from like Goat or Nike or whatever, or Flight Club, them boxes be fucking huge for no reason. And the box inside of it's literally like just like this big.
To throw everybody off.
Yeah. I'm just
But how you
like-
gonna do it with a big ass box?
It's gonna be a big ass
It'll be a
box.
big ass box like this. It's like, and it'll be bigger, smaller, and then there's the dry box.
Crazy. Ridiculous.
Yeah. That one we saw was like a digital, like that's what Alicia had some, and then it had the Gotham Knights on there.
Yep.
I wanted to get that. But at first I thought it was just for the Xbox, but I saw it on PS4. I was like, I'll come for it.
Yeah.
But I know some people didn't like it or whatever. Like they had their opinions. I'm like, well, I can test them myself.
Yeah.
You know, because you play Nightwing, Robin there.
Nightwing is, I like Nightwing.
Yeah.
I used to do those little battles for the PS3 and the Xbox. You know how they used to have like you could do the ring and just roll round after round after round and have a Joker in there to fight you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do that shit. I think my highest score was like 180 something.
I think that's how they got the TV show, because now they got a Gotham Knight TV show season 1. But like they're like the kids, like
Yeah.
the two. they're like brother and sister, like twins, but they're like, they're not really someone famous from, but like they're just from these regular bad guys. But the daughter is, the one girl's the daughter of the Joker. So that's interesting. I was just like, oh shit. But she hates him, but she's still crazy like him. So it's like, it's cool how to see how his daughter.
Yeah.
So there's a new Gotham?
Season.
Oh, because I know I've seen Gotham.
Yeah. Oh no, that's the different.
No.
So that was about Bruce Wayne as a kid. This one, there's no Batman. This is him being killed off. Just like in the game, it's not in it.
And they said no
So it's like,
Batman.
no, it's all on him.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good so far. And then they got the guy from Supernatural, that Castiel. He plays what's his name? Harvey Dent.
Oh,
Down there.
cool.
Two-Face.
Yeah.
Too.
See, come here, ass hat. Or ass butt.
I know then the one daughter, she's the daughter of the Riddler. But he's supposed to be good or whatever. He's like, I'm trying to do good. Oh, and in the meantime, he's doing stuff bad going.
Yeah, I figured.
You guys are gonna check out that new Joker 2 movie? Or did it come out already?
And come on, yeah, but like,
Next year.
we'll figure it out.
I mean, it showed a little trailer, but like showed Lady Gaga or whatever. Like they
Yeah.
were going down the stairs together, and then cops were arresting them. Like, a little glimpse of it.
Yeah, no.
I want to see how she is as
Yeah.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah. I'm eager to see how she is as an actress. Because I know she's also in Gucci, the movie. I think is it called like Gucci, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I want to check out too. I haven't seen that one, but yeah.
She was in one of the American, I think,
Horror Story?
one of the American Horror Stories. I think the hotel one. Yeah, she was that bitch. that.
She did alright.
I like the Witches one. That one was pretty good. That one and I think it was called The Circus or some shit.
Yeah.
Or Freaks. Okay.
Yeah, because like I was saying, like for who else would have been playing a good Harley Quinn if it's not the original cat and the guy was like the only one that I can think of that could pull up.
Well,
What's a lot of weird stuff with her costumes and stuff. It's like she is Harley Quinn. She,
Margaret said she wanted her. She said she wouldn't want anyone else to do it.
Yeah.
Margaret did a really good job, though.
Oh yeah. No, I think it's supposed to take place like when they get locked up and she's Harleen Quinzel or something, and then it's probably gonna show their story of how they met in a full knowledge compared to
Yeah,
Suicide
you
Squad.
can hopefully it's
version.
like that and not.
Hey, but it's still relating to it.
Man, now I'm reading something different. They like making different stories up, and they can change stuff.
I know he gets in her head. I
Just like that.
wish. So, yeah.
Welcome back to segment 2, episode 13. Yeah, I'm just gonna start off, I guess, with the Martin movie. I saw the Martin movie last week. I took my sister Woman to go see it. It was pretty good. My friend didn't like it though. She was like, "It's kind of cringy, kind of corny," and I'm like, "A little bit, but it was kind of funny."
Yeah.
What do you expect out of a Mario movie? It ain't gonna be a serious.
They said Peach wanted to get captured by Bowser. They make jokes on it now.
Type shit, but yeah, like the part that killed me when he was just like Peaches.
Oh, yeah.
Peaches, I was
Oh my god, that's my
like-
song now.
Fucking Jack Black.
Jack Black.
Yeah, I did not expect
Did
that.
you see the trailer when he's actually singing,
Yeah.
not as
he
character?
He can actually do that.
Oh my god, it's great.
Yeah.
It really is.
They got like 2 music videos of, the Bowser one and then actually him with his suit
With
like
him.
green and everything.
Yep.
He just goes peaches.
Yeah.
Pretty good movie. The fight scene though was there a fight scene? Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
It had to be Mario versus
Literally,
Bowser.
yeah, there was a
There
fucking
has
fight
to
scene.
be.
There literally was in the beginning with the fucking penguins and shit. I thought the penguins were about to be badass, and here they are throwing fucking
Well,
snow. They're like,
Bowser was just like, bruh.
It's like, like fucking, you about to feel my wrath. Fucking melts their whole castle.
He said, "Oh, you got it that way."
No, it's just like, well, sacrifice. It's pretty good movie. I fucked with it.
Hopefully make a second one.
You think they're going to make a second one?
I don't know.
Hopefully.
Make a
I
horror.
want to make
a horror
I want
about
them
it.
to make a
Horror
Smash
show.
Bros.
Oh yeah, Smash.
Oh.
Yeah.
Smash Bros. They need to.
Have Sonic in
They
there.
need to have Daisy in there too because they missed one of the princesses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
okay,
pressed
Daisy,
about
you're
it.
gonna
I
get the
am
other.
depressed about it.
I gotta get the other.
It was about Peach.
Yeah, Peach is the
Sorry.
main one. Yeah, we don't know about the other two. The other two just show up random.
And then they made Luigi like a weakling. Like, really?
Yeah, Luigi was.
I mean, he kind of was
Yeah, he was timid a little bit, yeah. They made him like think, basically depend on Mario the whole time.
He does come through though.
Yeah, he does
still
have
has badass
towards the end,
moments.
but just
yeah,
like, come on
definitely.
now.
Yeah.
He's not that weak. Give him some credit.
Oh, it's called the Mario movie.
Yeah, it's Mario. That's the Luigi
I
story.
know, but I was thinking it was Super Mario Bros. Actually. And
She said
it was
correct.
only one bro, where's the other one?
The other one was captured the whole time.
Exactly. You should have saved his ass, then save Peach. No, I want to go see Peach as Peach.
Hell yeah, that's
quick.
his woman.
I'm coming for you.
He's a plumber.
How was
He's
before
a plumber.
Bros?
Yep.
Just like, okay.
How do you think of Chris Pratt's thing on Mario? I think
He was Mario.
he was Mario. He played Mario.
Oh shit. It was he didn't do that bad actually. It was okay. The voice kind of threw me off a little bit because I expected him to have like a more.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
it was
know.
him.
Over accent, yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny.
But it was okay.
It would just be funny if they were reacting to them as the costumes and they were in the costume doing all this stuff. It would be funny as fuck just to see run over with rush after his face. Hello, it's me, Mario.
No.
You never know. They heard that. They're writing it.
Yeah, they're writing this
Right
right
now.
now.
Off record. I'm tired of y'all stealing our shit. Off fucking record. Keep it up.
Give us some.
They
plastic.
said too late. Too late. They already done it.
Nope, I already
They did
said it, so they can't take our shit or
I
else
think
sue.
yeah.
Look at us do it just in a different way.
Yeah, they
that we didn't
And
say
I'm
it.
still gonna sue.
They're gonna YouTube cut us all off. No, they're gonna get on my.
It's tired of their shit taking our ideas. Literally a few months later, his movie comes out. Like, are you fucking serious?
They're,
Dude's literally searching up movies that come out like way before, and he just talks about it, and then boom.
Yeah, and then all the technology, what Austin was speaking about, it all came back. Like,
Yeah.
really?
I said about a game that's like real life, and
Yeah.
my luck.
I was just like, you guys are be taking our ideas.
I got that idea from a book, to be honest.
Like-
I want to
like-
be
yo,
fair, but I mentioned it and it
Into
got
a
brought up.
movie,
Remember,
yes.
remember you were seeing making songs up, doing a song, and then someone took your song,
Yeah.
and they said they wrote it in a different way, but they said that they took your title.
There you
And
go.
you didn't even say nothing. You didn't even say anything about it. You're just doing it secretly, and it popped up. There it is. Someone else did.
Yeah.
that's crazy. Anything else we
Your
got?
phone is
Yeah.
listening to you, okay?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
your laptop.
It's that
and your
camera.
tablets.
Right now they can look at my nuts. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Oh, shit.
There you go.
There you go. On the record.
Off the record.
Anyways.
Anyway, after these nut stories.
So I started watching anime. It's called it's kind of boring, but I think it's starting to get good. It took a long time to finally get into the action, but it's called To Your Eternity. I think it's called.
Oh yeah.
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 It's like pretty much what it's about is just like this it's like a ball. I forgot what it was called. And it just pretty much comes down. I forgot. I don't know who.
It's like a god that created their own life,
Yeah.
and this is a little ball. It
An
touches-
orb. It's an orb.
It's an orb. It
That
touches,
comes
and if it
down.
touches anything, it turns into that, and it gets that power.
Yeah.
So the first thing was he was a rock.
Yeah, he was a rock for a long
And then-
time, and
yup.
then he became moss, and then he became a dog. and
Yeah,
then
the dog
he
stepped on
became-
him and it died. And the animal has to die
In
for
order
it to
to-
take
yeah.
over. But you have to have connection.
Reincarnation.
Yes.
That's pretty much
Yes,
what it is.
yes.
That's how do you know that ain't real?
That is.
Yeah. It probably is real.
Yeah,
Um,
I studied that for a while now. And I've
Yeah.
seen season 2 already.
yeah, I'm barely on season one, obviously. on season one.
It does get good.
Um,
All I can tell you, it does get good.
It's
and
sad as fuck, though.
and it's so sad.
Yeah,
it's sad.
It's a lot. There's
Because
a
every
lot of
ti-
death in it. and
Because
it's like,
I turned into this boy,
oh, that part was fucked up.
and like he finally got the courage to go out
Yeah.
of his village, and he died.
Because,
And-
hold on, because He was by himself, and his family, like everybody that was in the community, they all like left, I think, to go look for some other
It's-
life or whatever.
Damn.
And
It's sad.
he ended up, he was delusional, and he was like, oh, they're gonna come back any day now, and like they never came back. So like he said, he finally got the courage to actually get up and
Yeah,
leave.
yeah. I forgot, he got stabbed by something, or
He fell in the water
and froze,
like,
and then he died.
yeah, and like
And then-
his shit got infected. And
What's the title?
it's called To Your Eternity.
Oh, it's so good.
It's pretty good.
It's so good.
Right now, I think he just defeated this like tree shit that's in the woods or whatever.
Yeah. These things try to take over.
Yeah, the
Take over this thing,
It's the first monster, I guess, that's trying to
but
take over the
it gets
world.
more chaotic.
Yeah.
Like, I can only say that.
When he
It
took,
gets
yeah, when he took, I think, what's that big ass bear? I think Onigami or something.
Yeah.
That big ass bear. When he took that form, I was just like, oh yeah.
And then, but the saddest one is that when you pass, when you, in that village, when that girl had to get sacrificed.
Oh yeah. She ended up saving her sister's life anyway.
You know, and then both of them died. And it's like, this. And then this Ardbeg got his face smashed by a fucking rock.
I don't know if I'm that far yet, but
Come on.
Spoilers.
no, I think right now where I'm at, I think I remember.
Cause I know if you pass the bear and the girl.
I think it's when the old lady's trying to teach him.
Oh, that's another sad one.
Yeah, she probably dies too. Fuck's sake. And
Well, he just spoiled it, so yeah.
Yeah.
Sad moment.
No, you just said old lady, yeah.
Oh.
I think it's sad.
and he's just like, thank you, or through this, he's trying to learn how to speak and shit, because he didn't know how to like take care of the human body at first.
Yeah.
So he died over and over and over, and each time he died, he just regenerated. Like this one part, there is a bear, he came up to it, and that bear just said, fuck you, and
And ate
just
him.
fucked him up, and he just went flying. I don't know if you remember that part. And the little girl that he eventually takes the form of, she finds him running away from being sacrificed, and dude, she like sees in the water there's an eyeball just there, and she picks it up, and then just the eyeball just gets sucked back into the water, and she looks up, and the thing's just like, body's just there, and it's like all fucked up. And he stands up, and it's like, and it's bones and everything showing, and his body just starts to form again and shit. It's just like, and the little girl's just like, what is this? Like,
PTSD.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's a pretty good anime though.
This is the song, the theme song. I saw this preview of it. That's the only thing I could remember of it. Is the theme song.
I always get the theme song.
You gotta listen to it.
He said,
Yeah, I hate watching the introductions to shit that I already know.
not like that.
If he's first, this is the theme song. I don't care about the thing. This is the song of the theme song for the show starting.
That's just like that Welcome to Eden. It's just like a peaceful melody in the song, and
It
they're
is.
really not that peaceful.
And it's upbringing sometimes.
Yeah. The next one I want to get into though is I think Demon Slayer. I've been seeing a lot of those on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I finished Black Clover finally.
Black Clover.
That's a good another one.
Oh, another one that I definitely
They're
need to
behind.
watch. I think it's called 8686. Is it 8686 or 8484? I'm not sure which one it is. One of those
I didn't
two.
see that one yet.
But
I've seen a
that
lot of
one,
little ones.
oh my god, that 8686 one I think it's called. It looks fucking amazing. It's either gonna be Demon Slayer or 8686 that I'm watching next. But Demon Slayer I can watch on. I think it's
Hulu, you can watch it on Hulu, you can watch it. That I don't want to watch it anywhere, but if you got one, get the English version. It's on Hulu, but you're not gonna get the whole freaking season because Hulu is so freaking stupid because they don't do little by little. They do it in clumps. So you gotta wait for the whole thing to finish just to get a clump of it.
yeah, I do I do HBO. That's what I'm watching To Your Eternity on right now. On my monitor it comes out as English, but when I'm watching it on my phone it's fucking Japanese, Korean or some shit. I'm just like what the actual fuck? But they have the little context on the bottom of it, so I just read the subtitles anyway. So it's pretty good. I don't know if y'all watch anime or not, but
You know?
Yeah, I'm getting those.
They'll say this
They'll say
app,
you don't.
you get it for everything for free, and you watch all the seasons.
is there like another one called Catch something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that one, I've been using that, because the other ones, they don't keep up with the stuff, and sometimes you got paid to get to see the rest of them.
No,
That's true.
You got, and this one, you don't have to be
I'll say
hooked up,
that
you
one.
just got a coin, and then
Download it,
you.
create account, just go.
Yep.
Oh, shit. like that.
Yeah, fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Last year, but so the cards.
One of my Avatar.
Yeah, Avatar.
I've been doing this fucking thing. I've been like doing these exercises. It's for like abs, and then I don't know how to say it, but it's like telekinesis or some shit.
Telekinesis?
No. Calisthenics or some shit like that. I don't know what it's called, but I've been doing it, and it's like I do 35 crunches or whatever, 40 Russian twists and shit like that, right? And my body hurts so bad because of that. And I'm on my second day. I actually wrote down this shit, and it's just gonna be like a 30-day challenge that I put for myself, and I'm hoping to see results by like day 20 or something.
Should we see
And
it
then
in
the
the
workout.
Yeah, because I'm just bored at home. All I do is fucking chill at the crib and chill at the crib. That's literally all I do. It's so fucking boring.
I'm right now just finishing and watching anime, just weird anime, and just because all the ones I want to watch don't come out until July, or they come out on another day, or they haven't come out and they don't finish the freaking season. I gotta wait for next season, and they don't make it another one.
You know, I had a thing on that. You know that reincarnation thing you guys were talking about? I was like, I had a theory that like, what if like, cause you know when babies come out crying and all that shit? Like, what if some kind of past life happened and it was so fucking traumatizing, and then all of a sudden you're out into this light and you're fucking just remembering everything,
Yeah.
but you can't talk. So
I just reflect.
yeah, like what if that's really what's going on?
Well, there's a movie called Enter the Void. It explains the whole reincarnation process. Yeah, and then kind of similar to what you're saying, the theory at the end of the movie, pretty much when he's about to, because I guess when you're about to be reincarnated, you're actually just floating and looking around and kind of exploring until you're able to find a new body for yourself, and you're kind of just looking around. And once you finally find a body for yourself, all sorts of lights come up, and it's mostly white. And then once it goes completely white, that's when you're actually starting to become that's when the sperm is starting to go into that, and you become baby.
The baby.
The baby.
The baby.
Yeah, and then and then when you're born, it's like so when you cry and shit, it's because you kind of remember like everything in the past.
That's fun.
Yeah, because in that movie Enter the Void, it's a really strong movie. It's really weird, but it's really interesting to watch. I watched it like 3 times a day. It's like a 2 and 3 hour movie. You can watch Tripping on Mushrooms. I recommend Tripping on Mushrooms, but it's really, yeah, if you guys have epilepsy though, I wouldn't watch it, but
Yeah, just in case.
yeah, because for those who know Enter the Void, you know how flashing lights are in that movie. Fucking ridiculous. It's pretty cool. I'll explain it real quick actually. The dude in the movie, he has a sister, and there's a couple scenes in there that actually like freaked me out, like when because his parents died in a car crash, and that part I can't look at that part of the specific scene because it just like triggers my mind into thinking it sounds terrible. But he pretty much like gets shot, and it's like he took DMT, and I don't know the full term of it, so I'm not going to try to even say it, but it's pretty much just like another psychedelic drug. It's supposed to be one of the strongest actually.
Yeah.
And we already have DMT in our body, believe it or not, but it's a chemical that releases after you die. And it's pretty much like a reflection of your whole life when you're here for the 7 minutes that your brain has left. It's pretty cool. But yeah, he gets shot or whatever, and then he's like, exactly like I said just before, he's just roaming around and trying to see where he's at and what happened to him. Because when he died, his soul left his body, and like you could see his skeleton and his whole body was just going up and up, and like there's just like color changing, and all of a sudden you just become the spirit or whatever it is that you become once you die.
You could little bug on the floor, that's not funny, right?
You probably could shit, if you really wanted to.
Just go in there, you just come back, I'm a boy!
Just do a side quest real quick and just become a bug.
I'm a bug.
And and like there's another scene. It's like, and he goes into his sister's a stripper, and so he goes into the body of this dude who's about to fuck her. And that's and that part is really one of the weirdest parts of the movie.
Oh my god, there's another movie like that, but there's a different name to it. But it's like he changed over like he could be anything, any human, and you never know who he's gonna be. He just popped up, there he is.
Yeah.
There's like, and the person's still alive. He just takes over the body.
Really.
Yeah. And there's just keep going. I was like,
It's pretty
I
shitty.
was like, what do people come up with this? But the rather freaking make fucking computers that wanna fucking be
It's in
slow.
my mind expanded and
Yeah.
just thought of this.
Yeah, I know, but then now they took that, now they're gonna do something else with it now, right?
You know they have a Nikola Tesla book in the library? I think it's a book for the library. I was gonna get it and actually read it. They have a bunch of old like books there about some sort of shit like that. Wanted to read. Just to see what it's about.
I was surprised one way they say you see the light before you go out. That's what it's flashing. It's like,
Well, let's just see, you just see a car coming.
Oh,
You
really?
see, I see the light!
well, you don't do it in the middle of the road. I mean,
No, anyway, you get hit by a bike.
Oh my god.
Hell no.
You
It's
say-
a,
See me
it's a
doing
French
that.
thing.
Oh,
It's
it's a
coming.
flashing light. It's my time. No, it's not. It's just a car. In the house.
there was a movie. Oh yeah, Bruce Almighty did
Yeah.
that. But he said, "I'm done." Gets hit by the semi.
I see the light, I'm done. Bam!
And I think that other drama movie too, like she, one of that. I forgot.
Master Chief.
Huh? I forgot the title. She was like living in the same day over and over, and then she kept getting hit by a car.
Oh,
She
that.
had to like figure out how to stop from dying.
Oh, Happy Death Day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
No,
there you
wasn't-
go.
Oh, so-
It was like after we fell, or not. That was the after.
They had to figure out
It was
why
like
she
fallen
died.
or something. It said something like that. I forgot.
I think it's that Kathy that day. She died right on her birthday. She keeps dying that day.
That's
And
a
she's back, and then there's a season. I think they're dead. And then part 2 too.
It's nothing funnier than a supernatural version of that, where he kept getting killed. He's like, "How do you know this stuff?" I'm getting, "No, excuse me." Indeed. You know those
Before I
guys?
fall.
Oh,
Yeah. That was a good movie. But I was just like, oh my
Good
gosh,
job.
she has
You got-
one more
take
death.
next place.
What do you say? What?
If she has one more death, I was just gonna be tired. She kept dying, and then she kept coming back to the same day.
Put her in acid.
It's like Groundhog Day. That movie.
So does she, like when she died, did she just like spawn somewhere else or?
She would just wake up back in her bed from the night before. So she would go, to a party, go to sleep, and then the same day would happen. She would still go to the party, and then she would, wear different outfits, try to change it somehow, but it wouldn't change. And then she was like, I already know what you're gonna say, and then walked away.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would hate that shit.
I was like, yeah, but then, like, I won't be going to the party then. After a couple times, I was like, I ain't going to the party then.
Well, it was
They'd be like,
because
"You're
her
going."
friend. It was because her friend and her were like arguing or something. That's what triggered it in the first place. I don't know. It was
Over an
weird.
argument, and now she
Oh.
has to.
It was
do-
over a boy. I know that much.
Always.
So now she has
I
to
thought
do
it was a
every
job
day,
move.
every day.
Yeah.
Fuck that! I can't even off myself.
Nope. You keep offering.
You said, "Damn, you're gonna wake up like."
And then Sarah
Fuck that. It's just like, you know what? At that point, I'd also try every possible way to kill myself, and then try not to do it.
I'll try to avoid that area.
Get it back hard,
If
nope,
you
it'll
keep
work.
me getting hit at
Trigger warnings. Just so you
Oh,
know.
yeah. I mean, it's not a joke to kill yourself, but.
No. This is the month.
Dark humor.
Yes,
Yeah, we weren't making a joke. We were just like talking about that.
Yeah, we're talking about the movie.
Like
Like,
just the movie.
Just in case anyone wants to think trigger warning.
You know, we should probably put a trigger warning in the description.
Yeah. Sounds
We're a little
great.
light on that trigger warning.
we don't know. Sorry, but we don't let it come out of our head. It just comes out and it's already
They're
like.
like, "Oh, where is it?" Also, I say it. Like he missed it. I didn't know. Okay. Had to-
That's the key, guys.
Anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right.
Okay.
We'll be back with segment 3.
All right, we're on episode 13, segment 3. Well, this is just like a quick little news that I just seen yesterday. It said that a car has crashed into an entrance at Nathan Hill High School.
Oh,
Of course.
Why?
Like, why? How do you even end up like that? Those doors
Wait,
didn't
I
move.
want to see this.
Like, that car is more damaged than that school
The
got.
school did not even
That
get
school said,
damaged.
except for those pillars right there, but the doors just said nah.
Oh, I gotta go up and check it out now. I gotta go up and check it out now. I have a reason to go up there now.
They got some solid doors and shit.
Saying
Well,
these
solid
schools
buildings.
are built
So
up.
they can stop a fucking car, but they can't stop an intruder.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless he rolled it like in bash.
I don't know,
Was this a
man.
student?
I don't know.
Was it
just
a
that-
teacher?
And it's sideways too. That's what's weird about it. It's sideways in there.
What?
It hit the thing. And
I don't know.
Must have been going pretty fucking fast.
Keep
To take a
story.
pillar out like
that?
I'm interested in that story now. I gotta figure out some more of that story.
yeah, I gotta look up more about that.
It had to be a teenager. It's not a teacher.
He's lucky that pillar didn't move.
He was a senior citizen.
Because if that pillar like got out the way.
I'm just guessing because it's like.
What's that senior
No,
citizen?
we'll definitely look more into that. I'm sure they'll talk about it. I'm
Yeah.
surprised they
You
haven't.
go to
yet.
hell. What were you doing that day when that happened?
Yeah.
They're doing a test.
It was a Zam. They got
This was
they got to
literally
skip
3
to Zam
days
that
ago.
day.
No, it's gonna be one of those. Did you go ever have those meetings, those, like those public meetings outside with the students, and everybody can go there about safety on their cars and shit?
Yeah.
It's gonna be that.
They're like, guys, safety is important. Bam!
Tornado warning. Tornado warning.
This is what not to do, ladies and gentlemen. Unless
Somebody call an ambulance.
I just hope it wasn't a serious problem how he crashed, but
Yeah.
whoever it was, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. Also, I want to know how it was
They're gonna
before
see
that
this and be
happened.
like those.
They're doing jam or Zams, and they got to get out free card.
You know, now we have more disappointing news with the Bucks. Well, the coach is is fired. They just found that out. I think that was the day. I think I was at the movie.
I was thinking about that because I was like, they didn't change up something, and it's gonna be the coach.
Yeah, well, there's another disappointment. The Knicks ended up getting Chris Middleton from the Bucks. We traded him.
No.
And you know that was one of
It's not-
one of the 3
It's
basketballs.
not true yet. They're thinking about it.
No, it says Knicks land Bucks Chris Middleton in 2 bold NBA trades.
Hold on, I looked that up already.
What?
It's not true yet. They're thinking about it.
And these fuckers.
Yeah, they're trying to spread stuff,
Well.
trying to piss everybody off. Because whenever they get the new coach, then they'll do the trade and whatever they got to do to make it up.
I don't know. I've been trying to look more on why the coach was fired. I found something and it just.
It's because he didn't get past the first round, and it's been a while now. Because he was gonna get fired the day that they won the championship. That's what saved his jump first time. Because he doesn't in the playoffs, he doesn't learn to change up his plan. He just stays with the same plan and thinking it's gonna work. And they just got lucky. They don't like to say they got lucky the time they won, but they got lucky.
Yeah.
A lot of people got injured and stuff was going wrong. But every other team was in our cards to win that.
Oh, well, here's something funny a little bit. It's a Karen moment. Good old Karens. This story says she apparently gave this restaurant. She said, "I'm giving 1 star because of the cheap management and customer service." She said, "I heard the food was very good, so I went to try. Me and the boyfriend got the calamari. That doesn't even. I don't know how she spelled it. Anyway, spaghetti, some kind of spaghetti and ganache. Ganache? I hope I'm saying that right. All were good. I was actually so impressed that when the manager came to ask us how everything tasted, I told her it was some of the best Italian food I've had, and I told her I'm going to post about it on Instagram, where I have over 11,000 followers. And a lot of them are in the area." She seemed happy about it, and she's like, "I was wrong. I thought she would be grateful for free advertising, but then the check came, there was no discount." She said, "I thought at least one of the entrees would be taken off, but they didn't even take off the calamari or even the drinks." I won't go back to because of this. It's like, dude, were you expecting your free meal because you're gonna give them clout?
Or are you thinking, the world does not work that way. Oh, I'm gonna post you on our Instagram, and you think they'll get a discount for that? They don't. They'll like the free. They'll help you out if they have to, but they're not gonna give you discounts because you said that.
I had somebody fucking do that to me when I used to work right here at the Pizza Hut. Oh my god. Literally, the power went out the day before, right? And the guy calls and he's like, hi, can I just get whatever pizza, right? I'm like, sure, whatever, it's gonna be blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay, but you're gonna discount it, right? Because the power went out. And I was like, yeah, the power went out everywhere in this area. And he's just like, yeah, but it's kind of an inconvenience for me. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of an inconvenience for us too when we have to deliver pizza, so I don't have, connection for it. So no, they're not getting a discount. He got so fucking pressed about it, like he called me a fucking bitch. I was just like, have a good day.
No.
I can't really do anything about it, but
Fucking
yeah.
throw a whole pizza box.
Yeah, it's crazy. Customer service is wild.
They always
yeah.
like I feel sorry for them. Like you gotta deal with the customers and your people, and you can't take anything back because then they could get you fired just by saying that. What, are you being stupid? You want to get fired?
Yeah. Some guy demanded free pizzas too, and there was, I wouldn't give it to them. I would just be like, "You want to speak to my manager?" And he just kept saying it over and over. Give me 3 free pizzas, and then called me incompetent. He called me stupid. Like he just kept repeating the same shit over in different words. I'm just like, bro, I'm gonna give it to my manager. Like I'm not dealing with this shit. I'm not
You're protecting your shit. Keep it up.
dude. This is over the phone.
Oh.
Oh. You said,
I
you
just
said, no, I don't want your management. Here you have.
Here it is.
Here
Hang
they are.
on.
Here they are.
Just collect.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm so glad I don't do that shit no more.
That's the one benefit with Amazon. You don't need to worry about customers.
No, that
Yeah.
warehouse drops in general. Fuck.
It'd be nice to go to work with them because I train them.
All I need.
No, yeah, I don't know. I had to do is stupid shit. At me and Rico used to work at the state fair and shit.
Oh, I'm just that shit was wild.
They ain't there anymore.
No, they're not there no more. But like he had a good. He had to cook and stuff. I had to be the busted table and the bouncer. Me, a bouncer. Trying to people. Oh, you can't sit there because you didn't eat. Big people
Or
about
make them leave when they're done eating right away.
I was like, these dudes are bigger than me. You want me to tell them to leave? You know how many times across the floor? And it's not worth the money if I didn't even say, sorry people. I said, well, I thought I was going to say here. I didn't say anything. You got a problem? Look at the clown that's in, look at the clown that's behind the,
yeah, dude, they would roast the shit out of the boss.
Yeah.
Like, why are you fucking doing your more makeup on, you fucking clown? I'm like,
yeah, cause she's Italian, but she puts way too much makeup on.
who?
Her and her brother look like weirdos. It's like,
Caked the fuck up.
yeah, well, like this dude is trying to get everyone in trouble. He got drunk driving for driving. He can't even drive his car around no more. I mean, he still got away with it, but
Yeah,
he
the
ran
go-kart.
people's feet over with a go kart. And he stuck his hands in the greaser to pick out a hot dog.
Yeah, but
Brother,
you get your fingers
right
out
for
catching
people.
glizzies for.
Why would you?
And if I like set out the thing, I got in trouble. And then this guy I used to hang out with, he was messing with stealing stuff, and they're trying to drag me down with him. So I said, I ain't dragging down with you. I ain't not part of this shit. And they're trying to say, you should be hanging out with him. This guy over here. It's like, I ain't. If I'm going down, I'm separating away from you. What the fuck you doing? Trying to get me in trouble with everybody else? Like, no.
No, that last year I didn't give a fuck after a bit, as I got tired of the way they were treating him and me. Because one time he couldn't make it or something, so I had to like do both different stations, but I was mainly with the one dude. But I went over there and I didn't know some of the stuff they were teaching me yet. So like they thought I was slow with it or I had an attitude, but I was like, I'm just not gonna let you talk to me a certain way. Or whatever. So eventually I told the one dude I worked at, I was like, hey, they're trying to keep me over here. He came over and he's like, he's coming with me. And she's like, no, he's not. He's like, shut up.
No. This is a family business.
Yeah.
The who's one is his
I
boss.
liked
Who's
where
one?
I was. I was right next to
I
the
got stuck
cream
with the
puffs.
fucking clown and the brother who likes to sleep in the back.
It was like a fancy. It was like a not fancy.
They had like
You know that place that has all like it's like greenish and has like a little like a outside deck patio area. It's like right next to the cream puff section.
yeah, that was it.
That was my place, but it was called something else. At
yeah,
the time.
something's the wall, something.
Yeah.
Ed's wall or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I was at the truck wagon, and then there's a pizza. That thing that used to be with the hot dogs and stuff there. That used to be their place.
Yeah, it was a pizza place.
And then they had a little cart with cotton candy and stuff. And then but one day I think they had like another one, but that didn't last long. But like
Yes,
they were
they
making all
broke.
this money and they were like fucking just ripping us off the whole time.
But yeah, that one time this customer was gonna have me like wipe her table. She was gonna give me tip money for it.
Dude yells in front of us, right in front of the customers and stuff.
Yeah, the boss was like, "I need your attention." I said, "Give me 1 second. Let me hook the gas. That's what you're supposed to do." And then he's like, "Now, do it now." I was like, 1 second, uno momento. And then I started with that shit. And then he was like, "Now." And she's like, "Oh my god." I was like, "I'm so sorry." She's like, "No, I'm sorry. I didn't get a tip. You made me go away from it. I should have been like, fuck you."
Fuck you,
But after that, I did say fuck you, and that's why they ended up I think you finished today, but I got fired that day. But I said I didn't give a fuck anyway. I said for 6-7 years that we've been working for you, and you're gonna do that to me? Nope.
So you don't make it. You might be our bosses, but you don't treat us like trash because customers come first. If you're ever doing something for a customer, that's why you make business. Don't stick your fingers in shit and eating stuff in front of
The
customers.
one lady like made it like she's like, the only reason I hired you guys because y'all like you somehow with your grandma or whatever. It was nice.
I don't
She's
give a
like,
fuck.
so wait a minute. So you just hired us just because it wasn't even a work ethic? Because I can guarantee you anybody can vouch we did good.
Yeah.
And then I was like, your workforce is a circus anyways.
And after that year, after the last year, they're not there no more. They do a la carte the hot dog stand and shit. That's about it. It's like,
Yeah.
that's what you get. And
Yeah,
and
2016,
they're fucking
17
they're
was the
fucking
last
rich.
year.
We had to fucking do the person's lawn. Yeah, we had to do their fucking bushes and fucking deal with the hornet nest.
So I made sure I got paid for that.
Yeah, we had to do the
Yeah,
hornet
I do
nest.
that shit too. And if I get stung, I swear to God.
And then
Fucking rad,
and then we went to the other boss's house, and he told us loaf of bread, fresh bread of loaf of bread, and after a couple days he just throws them all out, and there's a whole load of bread, tortillas, stuff that he thinks is split. He just throws them out. Like these guys are fucking rich, and they're fucking just throwing shit away.
I called him a rat, I think, at one
Oh
point.
my! They look.
So
I wish I had a picture
it
of
got
him
bad
now.
because he hit a personal note on me. He's like, "You're so tiny." I was like, "Don't do this. Don't do it." And he's like, "Or what?" So I roasted him. So I roasted him, got fired, told him they're a whole circus. I said the clown works at the Coliseum. I know it was wasn't. I should have handled that better, but like,
We
I
were
warned
there
you.
7 years, and they treat us like trash, and I had to bust everybody's table all the time. And one person gets up, she yells at me and say, "I gotta wait for them to get done." And wants to wash the table while they're fucking still at the table.
and the women were flashing their tits at me in the back.
Yeah.
And like, "Hey kids,"
I had a
I'm
chance
just
to-
like,
Yeah, I had a chance to tell
I'm
my.
doing this flipping burgers.
I'll
Like, hey,
say-
I'm
I'll-
just like,
but between us and whoever watching, I get free sodas all the time. I get free sodas to everybody whenever I see. I just sodas here. Okay.
no, that one year was funny.
Out
as
the
hell.
back of the coolers.
Yeah.
And also, so once in a while, I might give out a beer or something if I find if someone wants a beer. I was like, okay, I got you. There you go. Treating people like trash. I can make a business here too. Your business. I'll make my own business. I had a chance to make friends and stuff. They wanted to buy my hat off me, and now they'll sell it and sell it to them. And when my boss said, "No, we don't sell your hat," I was getting money, and the girl was saying, "Come here," to touch her boobs and stuff for my hat. and she ruined it.
At least she didn't get caught. These guys, she was giving him a blowjob in the back.
Yep.
And Cause he was like, I was wondering what was taking him so long, but I was like, something was telling me I shouldn't go in
Yeah,
there.
someone said.
Why did the guy say go check for them? I said, something's telling me I should not be in here right now. Go in there, she's giving him a blowjob. I'm like,
And he's
and I just turned around like,
and he was like this. And I was like this.
yeah, the guy did this. I'm like, come on, bro. I'm trying to
The
see.
wild shit.
And every year she they get to see us, and
Hey, I got to see free bands.
but no, we had to buy our fucking ticket to get in every day.
Yeah, they didn't give us no
They didn't get no,
passes.
we get no discount whatsoever, so we will lose money making money.
Yeah.
And I didn't get tips. They never. The last year I was there, Danny started giving me tips. I was
Green
supposed to-
Puffs, I love that one. Cause I fucking had a pass. I felt like FBI was like, here.
I just got like one cream puff.
Only one?
Yeah.
I think that's what they're called, right? Those big giant like
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
I go there for the
Like, I've
brownies.
had them too much now.
I go for the brownies. The brownie one.
Yeah.
I would stay sure it's just for the beer.
I just go there for the
I
bands
go for
now.
those drinks that Rico showed us. With those,
We should all this
the
year.
tiki
We-
cups.
we-
Oh my
we're going
gosh.
to. And then we got our own little place that has you can get coconut and you can put a drink in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you get that as a souvenir.
Yeah, and then you can get a
Pineapple.
pineapple too. I got a pineapple and it was so good.
Okay.
And you take that along with you and you put your own cup in there, you can have your own little tropical drink.
Mm-hmm.
Right, they got rid of me and Rico's our hidden spot there for a while. Our quiet place away from everybody.
Yeah, so I got to see belly dancers there and
Yeah.
everything. I got a picture.
We
of
met a lot of our friends there. A lot of our bands that we used to follow. They don't
I guess they used to.
I know, I was about to say. Please.
No, these Irish dancers, though, I
Yeah.
had a crush on like a couple
Yeah.
of them, but,
And we were there every year for them, hanging out with them.
you know.
Met their mother.
Yeah, they're all cool.
They're all
with
cool.
us, so. I had this hat, I forgot I had a hat because I think it came from Florida. I had a hat with hair on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I had them sign it as a hero on a sign. And they're like, that's awesome.
And they're Irish dancers. They sing. They do competitions and stuff.
Yeah, if they were too busy. Otherwise, I think one of them was crushing on me a little bit that final year.
There's
But
a
she
young-
did this smile
Yeah,
thing.
but she was. I think she was a young.
She was
youngest
like
one.
gonna be like, I think she was gonna be 18 or something.
Yeah.
But they knew it was too busy, and after that, they.
And then
It was
some-
probably just they got too busy
Yeah,
or
but
something.
then we met like a magic trick. I got jinxed into getting my head cut off.
Ooh. Why? How are you still here?
No, it
Oh.
was a magic trick, and I didn't know I was volunteering for. And then
This is the clone right here.
I got my head cut off.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was a magic. Who wants to come up with me about your head? Ooh. And I was like, okay, yeah. I went up there. I was like, well, put your head down there. What? Oh.
Oh God.
Okay, I'll say it like this.
It's like
Now
this.
just.
This
Now
way.
we're
Wait, zoom.
gonna
I was like,
I'm just gonna close this real quick. Don't worry, it's just for precaution.
yep. I got and there's like you used to hang out there. We meet all the people around the world there. They had like the people from Indonesia there. They had the people from like Africa doing their acrobats and stuff like that. And what they do,
I wanna get a traditional stick and poke.
stick and poke.
Yeah, tattoo.
Okay, I said stick and poke. What?
Yeah,
Stick and a poke.
Stick
He's a
and
stick.
poke.
He's a poke.
Right, that's why I was like, what?
I said stick and poke.
Ha!
I missed
Instant
it.
karma, guys.
Because
Right there.
he said it first. Why
Yeah,
not
but
get it?
that's because you laughed about it.
He left first
I
too.
don't know.
Jeez, I get okay because I'm the girl. Okay, it's fine.
Don't laugh.
Don't genderize this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Don't start
Don't
that
generalize
shit.
it, everything.
Don't start that. Right?
This is all a joke and it's all for fun.
Anyway.
You do something else all the time and give us the evil look all the time.
Literally, I came
Nah,
in
she
the
gives
door.
you the evil look.
I know.
No, today
Nah, she gets me the evil
I
look.
came in
Yeah.
the door today. She looked mad as fuck. I was like, damn, why?
No, that's just her.
that's just
face.
a resting.
Yeah,
That's my resting bitch face. It's
Yeah.
okay.
I was gonna say. So, so we get drop kicked
It's
on
bad. Everybody just gets fucking table smashed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if everybody's all seen the first Black Phone movie.
Yep.
Yes.
That movie was
We
like,
dressed it as a whole.
Yeah, we just did the
I
female.
definitely recommend watching. I mean, it isn't out yet, but they're
I said watch it, but it's not out.
supposedly Jason Blum, I think is his name, excitedly announced that there's going to be a sequel to the film.
Wow.
The producer also shared that he hopes this won't be the last time we see the character on the big screen. Apparently, he wants to expand this movie longer or something.
That's
They
what they
should have
do.
done what they did at the end of the first one.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Once
how
he
did-
ate that
Watch
shit,
this
like,
is going to be. I know it's a sequel.
It's a sequel to it, or well, they should do a piece.
Or are they gonna do the alternate ending?
Probably.
It could be,
But they
or
might add
DC
up
should
to
do
it.
just show why it went to that way, how it went that way.
So it's gonna be a prequel.
No, it's probably we don't know yet what it is, but like they're doing like you said.
Yeah. Like if anyone's seen that one, that movie was interesting too. Like,
I think I watched it like 3 times.
can you imagine that? You just got kidnapped or something, and then this phone rings and a bunch of this weird voices just come out talking to you and shit. You're like, the fuck? Why is a random phone in the room ringing?
And he's just sitting up there, waiting for you to come up the stairs. He can shoot you with.
Yeah, enough of that shit.
And
Oh.
get the key.
We need to get this card game,
Oh,
though,
yeah.
guys. It's called Cards Against Your Childhood.
Oh,
Here's one of the examples of a question that I had to screenshot. It says, what helps Mickey to relax?
What do you think it is?
You know, what do you think it is? Why is it gotta be Disney joke right off the bat,
I know what it is.
Moana's moaning,
Oh!
apparently.
But we looked it up.
So it's
We were thinking about getting it, but like it's like it's like $60 for it. 60, but it's $80 full price, but it's on sale for 60 right now.
Yeah.
Fucking dollars.
That's still a lot of fucking money.
I know. Like, what's special is it? You go get.
That shit better be on a gold or some shit.
What are you gonna do? You can do it off the computer, off the TV. You hook it up to the TV and you can go through it.
Let me see.
I don't know. $60. That's a new games. That's a new game for PlayStation. For Xbox. Rating system.
They're just gonna fuck up our childhoods.
Yep.
Mhm.
That'd be interesting
No,
to
they
do.
already messed
That
up
already
against
got
this
fucked up.
Yeah, that's fine.
I had to say the first joke right away.
Yeah.
To get a hint of what it's about to be alike.
Well, it could be a lot worse in there. That's just an example. What else do you think they're gonna say? This is Disney. That's what happens to Disney. So to get.
Taking kids to his clubhouse.
Oh god.
Oh, okay. So I didn't get to. Okay, there's this other. First about the first shooting that happened. There's a couple of these I have. One I didn't get to write down, but I remember it. It had to do with this person owed like at least $1,500 to $2,000 to this one person, and apparently the guy went on the run or tried to go on the run or whatever, and I guess they did do the meetup, but instead of paying him the $2,000, he shot the dude in the head and like tried to take off across the Mexico border. But apparently a sheriff caught him the next day somehow because his dumbass was sitting who knows where. But when they caught him, he literally started breaking down and saying, "This is the end of the world. I'm not gonna survive." And he starts ratting his own self out. He literally did what he did there.
This is the kind of like I want to say to anybody like, why would you do that and you're gonna turn into a
Either that or he does.
you brought the gun, you shot the guy.
Either that or he has a mental health illness
Yeah, okay.
that happened. Now that I'm thinking about it, and then he's just ratting himself out, says, "Fuck it, I just fucked my whole life over now."
So the guy who shot him was the guy who owed the money?
Yep.
So the guy probably was like, oh, I'm gonna get away with it, and he didn't get away with it, so now that's probably the people who he owes the money to probably gonna send shit to the people, so he's probably scared as fuck, and he's just like, I'm gonna fucking die, and if he goes to jail, which he is, he's probably gonna get killed in jail because of it.
Yeah,
That's probably why he was just like, I'm not gonna survive, I'm not gonna make it, because he's gonna get caught.
Yeah.
he better be prepared
Just
to
like I
defend
said,
himself in there.
They
man.
need to crack down
Either
on
that, and
it.
he's probably gonna try and go into protective custody or some shit.
Like I said, like,
And even in there, you can't, because some of them are like paid off.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll be like, "I'll just turn my back real quick." Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
It's just like I said like the last couple times, like they need to crack down on something with the guns or stuff. There's too many people just shooting people. Like,
Well, there was another shooting right on 76 and Howard again.
Yeah.
Yes,
The freeway.
always right there.
Yeah, that's the second time already in less than a month.
It's just
Is
across
that
my
why
highway.
the road was closed? Or?
Yeah,
Right, that one?
yeah.
Why?
It happened like last week. Mhm. It happened at like
I remember because we were trying to go through there, and then it was like, oh, you can't.
yeah, it was 5 in the no, it was like 3 in the morning. No, it was Wednesday last week.
no?
I think yeah, because it was I got sent home that day from work, and I think it was like around 12 in the morning or some shit. That shit happened. I'm just like, damn, you can.
It's just like you just got done talking about Mexico and about Texas, about all the supposed to be me and our friend Austin who talked about well, we're supposed to be the most docile state of all the rest. It's like we're just stupidest
We're
ones.
special.
We're just we're like
We're the ones with guns and no license.
yeah, we're gun license and we drunk drive.
America.
And,
They're like, yeah, you can just get a gun anywhere. Oh, okay, really? Don't you have
yeah,
license?
and then we got the license out in Texas, and then that's where then he found
Yeah,
the
now more
stories about Texas.
stories in
I mean,
Texas
if you
keep
notice,
happening.
there's more shootings in Milwaukee than anywhere else.
Because they don't talk about.
Alone.
I know we don't talk about because no one talks about other states. Things they got their own.
Milwaukee for nothing.
You're right.
Yeah,
And we're like in the red zone of shooting.
yeah, because we're
It's-
all.
I think we're in the top 10.
Yep.
Yeah, we're making it. We're
Fuck yeah.
we're number one in
We're
drunk
so proud of
driving. Yeah,
ourselves.
we're number one in drunk driving. Yeah,
Dude, the amount of fucking bars we have here, I think it's like we have the most
like
bars.
they cut down on the bars and make more like something to help people.
Same, bro.
Something else.
Right.
Like we got all these bars and look around here. Next one, there's another one.
No, deadass. I literally saw this post the other day. It was just like, you know, you're in Wisconsin when there's a school and a bar 2 blocks down. I'm just like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you imagine the bars kitty corner to each other? Fuck you then, I'll go across the street.
Right.
They
There
don't have
was
downtown?
one in the south. Yeah,
Yeah.
downtown.
Downtown
They're
West
literally
Dallas.
across.
every corner there's a fucking.
Yeah, double B's too. It was them, and then once we closed at midnight, they went right across the street to that bar right there.
Yeah.
That's
There's
on
Trinity, and then
75th.
there's like that St. Patrick's store or bar or whatever, like right across from each other. Then there's red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
And
Red, white, and blue's okay, except for like when there's the real, like those one shots, those with the Red Bulls and vodka.
cherry bomb.
Yeah, I should have known, but I can think of it. But yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like that bar is more of a conservative bar. That bar be giving me the bad
It's like
vibes.
this is it's like
The red,
3
white, and blue?
bars away from the
Yeah.
library. It's like 3 or 4 bars away from the library, and that's all in it.
see, I'm gonna drink and then read a book.
I would bring my drink.
I haven't been in the library for a while.
Nobody will know.
They're like, no, that one dude would.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
security
that's
guard that used to
smoking
be.
weed.
You're supposed to be quiet.
I was like, if you don't go sit down.
Who you donut?
But
Who you donut?
so there was a thing that happened in Atlanta now.
Of course.
There was it was at Northside Hospital in Atlanta. It said killing one person and sending 4 others to the hospital and then fleeing in a carjacked vehicle. Apparently he's still at large. The ages of these people that died, there was a 39-year-old woman that died. It was a Wednesday afternoon news conference during a news conference. That's fucked up.
At least they got the news. There's your news.
I guess the injured victims were also all women, ranging from 25 to 71 years old.
Damn. I was just saying, is this something to do
Why are you
with your?
smiling?
What?
You said, why you smiling?
Okay.
You said 25 to 71.
I don't know.
Because you're probably trying not to laugh.
Yeah, same.
I was just like, it's not funny.
No.
It's like, the fuck. I was gonna say, is it something to do with his like relationship stuff? He's just shoot because he's mad at something.
And it's all women. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck happened? I mean,
Mother issues or
and the
something.
dude was a 24-year-old.
Good mommy issues.
Your mommy issues and grandma issues. Shooting your own someone else's ground.
Supposedly, they said the person was a former Coast Guardsman.
He probably has PTSD.
Yeah.
So that's
Is that what they're
one.
gonna use?
They're gonna probably use that.
Probably.
The Coast Guard said they're working closely with the
No, they
police
fucking
and
not.
stuff like that.
I mean, nah. They're gonna cover their own ass and then they not do anything about it.
That's fucked up though.
Probably have him on house arrest or something.
How many times did like the Navy, the Army get away with doing shit overseas and they get slapped on the wrist?
Right.
If you said someone like that, if you've seen about that one guy, he used to be a swimmer in the Olympics. At Ryan Lockley, even him and his little friends went. Welcome back.
So fucking loud.
Segment 4.
Segment 4. So we got to finish up the rest of my my little series of haunted places in Wisconsin. The last 3. I can't say it, pronounce the word of the pub, but it's like in the cross. It was back in like 1900s. There was a downtown bar, pool hall owner Paul died on the premise a year later. And he liked to tap people on the shoulders. I guess the bartenders that used this has been going on for hundreds of years.
Wait. Oh, go ahead.
The bartenders has seen a ghostly figure floating around in the air, stacking bricks and other stored material around the house, just moving stuff around. And it's open, and it happens all the time.
Hey, if you're gonna clean my house,
Do it right.
Stacking bricks, like
Do it right.
Hey.
Okay.
it's always interesting.
So it's just like
Wait.
a.
It's like a pub, and it's open.
he said.
They just tap
Just
your
rooms
rooms,
are
I'm just tapping you.
So it's a 100-year-old ghost down here.
Yeah. It's been going on for years, but this is probably just another one to it.
Sick.
So, and it's not top 9 is called Pleafield Cemetery. But one of our famous serial killers used to bury his bodies there.
Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer,
Ed Gein.
Ed
Ed
oh,
Gein.
that fucker.
Ed Gein was buried in the same cemetery. Where he dug up his remaining women that reminds him of his mother. So at any moment that looks like his mother, he kills them.
Digging up his victims?
No, he kills them and he buries them.
Yeah,
Oh.
all these women were looked like his mom. He fucking
Killed them.
Damn.
And he was arrested in 1957. He had killed at least 2 other women. And the souls to this day, they haunt that cemetery of these victims just
Can you
at
imagine?
night, just zodying around.
Mad as fuck.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, too. It's like this freaking dude came out and
This is just because I look like what?
your
Like-
mother.
That's funny. He's buried there, so I bet you they were whooping his ass.
Yeah.
When he got in there, like, all right, listen.
Jump him.
Now you're in our realm now.
And he was he would practice on these some of them, and then a lot of his practice people are in that cemetery.
And that's here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Isn't
Oh, we should visit it.
Fucking Plainfield.
We should get a Ouija board and just.
I don't.
you can
fuck, I don't fuck with Ouija boards.
no, you go talk to him.
That's one thing I won't fuck with. I will. I've always said this. When people had in the car, they thought I was kidding. I said, if I see a Ouija board pull out, I'm jumping into traffic. There was no traffic, thankfully. But all I heard was the board. I said, what's that? They were just gonna. Nope. Because they were outside the house of the one who ate people. Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh.
They're out is one of his houses that are here in West
Yeah.
Dallas, actually.
Yeah.
They were over there. All of a sudden, they're like, "Yeah, what are we doing here?" They're like, "Oh, it's Ted. What's his face's house?" I was like, "Why are we here?" And then they pulled out the board. I fucking took off, and good thing I did, because they told me within that time, because they were talking shit, and the doors locked on them, and then they couldn't. The car turned off, and they could not start it.
So
He's like,
Because the guy,
That's
the
how I
guy,
feel.
I guess the guy that the real Chainsaw Massacre guy inherited from Gene the Norman Bates, that he took on Gene's mother problems as Leatherface and Chainsaw Massacre
Oh yeah. Well, I was tired.
and Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill.
Well, Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, you see him. You see him.
But yeah.
So I got the last one is called the Siren Bridge.
See, this I want to check out, but I don't know.
This is the last one on my list called Siren Bridge. So there's a young family was heading home on a county road B when their car crashed through the guardrail and landed upside down in the swampy water. The mother and the dad died. The younger daughter was trapped in the car and they all drowned. But sometimes around that area, people that drove past that area sometimes hear a kids crying out, "Help me, help me!"
Yeah,
through the radio.
Which yeah,
You can use your car. You can help me.
that's fine because I have friends in the back of the car anyway. You can communicate with them.
There's like a lot of interesting places, haunted places in here, but like it's just in the city, but
That one sounds cool. See,
that one.
I've heard voices before, but
Yeah, there's help. A little kid's voice screaming, yelling at you, talking to you, saying, "Help me! Help you! Fucking jump up in the water! Like, I'm saving that kid, and you drown yourself."
Well, I don't listen to the radio, so it'll go over my head. But if it played on my fucking aux cord, you best believe I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? And probably
You'll
turn
probably
my
do
record on.
that too.
Dude, probably because it is going to like the radio, I guess.
Yeah.
Technically.
I mean, our job is haunted, but.
Yeah, there's haunt. I guess there's supposed to be like
Yeah.
Halloween or Halloween. We should do a haunted cruise.
I'm gonna get thrown over. What?
See, I said I want to do that, but where I really need to go to on Halloween, if you guys are down, is Salem. Right on the night of Halloween.
Where's that at?
It's Massachusetts. It's home of the world's largest Ouija board.
Did you?
So you say you don't like Ouija boards?
Yeah,
but
I know,
you're
I know.
into the world's largest
I'm not gonna play on
Ouija
it, but
board.
it's like that's where the whole like witch era came from, is Salem.
Salem.
Just like the Salem witches.
Like the mother of all boards.
Yeah, he wasn't the little one. He was the mother one.
He was the
But-
world's
No, I
largest
just want to
Ouija
see,
board.
but like at the same time, I don't know because like, also you go in the woods, you see hooded people, you're just like, nah, let's get out of here.
Honestly, all I know is time to get
That's the
sacrificed.
KKK.
We get sacrificed there or something. That'd be sick.
Sacrifice there, yeah.
Oh,
Because they said there's like tours you can go through. Like there's the witch's house you can stay in, which is very expensive actually. And there's another tour guide where they take you through the dungeon area or whatever, and supposedly there's a kid or two kids that are supposed to like tell you a story thing. You're supposed to find out which one's telling the truth, which one's telling the lie. And they try to get you to go to places or whatever. But it's supposed to be part of the act. It's like an acting.
Oh.
But it's what really happened.
Dog said it just turned into Jigsaw.
Might as well. But I don't know. I could have had some of that wrong, but
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of interesting stuff.
So who knows a lot about DC? Want to do a little trivia thing?
This is not gonna be fair.
No, I'm not in it. 'Cause I don't watch a lot of it.
me neither.
I don't read
It's
about
fine. It's be funny just to see what you guys is at. How many people know?
something
Is
just
it
tapped my
multiple
foot.
choice?
No.
I think your friend's
I said
trying
we
to
did like
communicate right
trivia
now.
to Marvel. 'Cause I did one.
Yeah.
Something tapped my foot.
Okay.
There she is. No.
Question: what was Wonder Woman's original name?
Majestic Woman.
What's the what?
Wonder
Wonder
Woman's real name.
Real name?
Catherine. Karen. Something.
Karen.
Karen.
Why you making a
Why
face?
the
Like
fuck?
her superhero name?
I forgot her real name.
Her name, but
Isn't that mean like her like
that's not
undercover name or what?
That's what I
her real name, not Wonder Woman. Like her original
her
name.
in the movie or whatever.
Oh, I don't know.
I should know that too. It's she had those movies.
I thought it was something. Oh, that's her alias. I was to say something else, but that's his alias. I was say that Diane, but Diane is her alias.
So Diane is not her name.
No, it's
Oh, I
It's
just
a
say
twin.
Diane. Oh, yeah.
it's Supremo.
Supreme.
The fuck?
Supremo.
Is this like the old?
I don't know. It
All
just
her
says
actual-
Oh, like her name from her like her where she was from.
yeah.
Got it. Nobody knows that shit.
No. Only true fans. I guess we're not really fans. Okay. Rico, you should know this one. The supervillain was once an Iranian ambassador to the UN.
Joker.
Oh.
I don't even know what he said.
What?
I don't
Which
even know what
which supervillain was once a Iranian ambassador to the UN? It was the Joker. I didn't even know what. He just threw it off.
Yep.
Okay.
Joker.
Which Marvel writer worked with DC Comics?
Stanley.
There you go.
That's-
Oh shit.
There you go. You got one right.
There you
Hey,
go.
we're all
Well-
in this.
1 and 2 and 0 and -0. Okay, that's it. What did Gal Gadot hide from her filmmaker during the shooting of Wonder Woman?
Tattoo. Just kidding.
Was she trying to hide?
Yeah, that she was pregnant while she was something.
Filming?
She was there doing something that she's hiding from the, so they didn't know what happened. What does women always have?
A bump?
They were hiding her kid.
A baby?
Someone, but what?
Like her stomach.
Yeah,
Or she was pregnant or something.
Yes.
She was
He
hiding
kind
her
of gave away the
pregnancy.
answer.
Well, he said that like 3 times. in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
he said
like, wait a
pregnant.
I said that though.
Yeah, she did.
I was
did?
like her pregnancy or her like she's pregnant, so yeah,
Yeah.
her body whatever.
Oh,
You
nice.
just
So,
gotta
like-
say it exactly
1,
right.
2, 1.
What is Batman's favorite
Like
food?
fucking yesterday with this.
What?
It's
His favorite food?
Yeah, what is Batman's favorite food?
Pancakes.
Hamburger?
That shit was dumb.
It's something. It's a long as
Like
fucking word.
popcorn. Oh, a long word.
It's
Oh,
probably.
Wait for you.
How are we gonna know what the
I don't know.
I don't
what
know.
is it?
Steak.
It's probably some dumbass answer.
SpaghettiOs.
It's probably some like rich ass shit. What is it?
Yes, some. Some.
Which one?
Pastrami soup.
Oh god, Tawani soup. Bro, what the
Oh,
fuck is
no,
that?
no.
It's a billionaire soup probably.
Probably. It's just
I never
like
even
fucking
seen
gold.
$100 per cup. There you go.
I mean, we don't
$100
even
per
see him do it.
scoop.
I never see
Oh,
Batman. I never see
Can you
Batman.
imagine the champagne costs there?
Per drop.
Yeah.
200.
They said, there you go.
Which
There you go.
anti?
$100
Which?
$1,000.
Yeah, which?
No, they always give you this much.
Which anti-hero is once remain cautious after Pathfinder zapped him?
Spider-Man.
That's Marvel. That's not DC.
Oh.
You said someone zapped them?
Yeah.
And DC.
Oh,
Being conscious after again Pathfinder zapped him.
This is DC one.
Oh yeah. Give you a hint, but it should give it away. But it's a villain of like the Teen Titans.
Deadshot?
Yep.
Hey!
Yeah.
Point.
You both said at the same time.
Sick.
Well,
Yep, there you go.
Your mind just connected like, oh, there it is.
Well,
This ain't no sense. What name is Captain America? Captain Marvel, also sometimes known as by? I never heard of them naming this.
She said America.
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 Unless it was her name before she got that power.
No, but like
Lois.
but
Lois?
this is a DC thing, so I don't know why he just had a movie.
I don't know.
They just had a movie of the person, but I never heard him tell him that this person is like that person.
I don't know. I never watched it.
Then we're not gonna know.
Shazam,
Shazam.
Shazam.
Shazam. But I never heard anybody call.
Captain Marvel?
Yeah, what name is Captain Marvel? Also, sometimes known by not Shazam.
It's a girl, right? Captain
Yeah.
Marvel.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She
There's
ain't
a
no
guy
Thunderbolt
once,
chick.
I said there was a guy one too.
Which DC comic character did Stan Lee say was his favorite?
Spider-Man?
DC.
Oh, we're on DC again.
I don't know who that.
How do we go from Marvel to DC so fast?
It's still DC, but he
Yeah.
was part of it a little bit. I don't know. I didn't even know he was in DC for a while.
You should know.
I was like, I hear
Not
Marvel and I
Daredevil,
think
right?
Marvel.
No. It's some weird. You don't. I don't think you'll know it. Lobo.
Lobo.
Lobo?
Lobo.
What the hell's a Lobo?
I don't know. Lobo.
Is he like that native dude?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't watch a lot of DC. Oh, there's another one for Rico. Which DC villain was meant to be terminated after their second appearance?
Not Joker again.
Oh.
Oh.
Every time he says you, it's Joker, okay?
Yeah.
Maybe don't hint that.
We're almost finishing up.
In how many seconds can Green Arrow shoot and reload?
2
Okay, keep going. You got half of it.
and a half.
There you go, half second.
Whoa. 2.5 seconds.
A half? That's what the second one. Go up half each time.
Man, not even.
What does DC stand for?
domestic?
What?
I'm not saying it.
Say
Nope.
something
I'm
else.
not saying it.
Oh, I
Oh,
can't.
I guess you got it.
Come on.
These two already said they already said their stuff, so
That's
don't end up
okay,
to you
it's
to
fine.
hear.
Domestic club.
No.
What was it?
Damn, domestic
Oh,
club. We whoop each other's ass.
corporation. There we go.
Domestic corporation.
Mhm. That's my answer.
Domestic calamari.
Let's go. What does DC stand for? Not domestic. Whatever.
Domestic
DC
comic.
Universe, no? Wait.
Comic.
The U is a universe. I think it was a D.
Give up.
Dumb clown universe. I don't know.
Dumb clown. Yeah.
Big universe go.
No.
Detective.
Detective.
Commons.
Commons.
Like comics. Can't speak.
Detective Comics.
Comics. I
Detective
never.
Comics. I was close. I said comics.
Yeah. Which?
Yeah, right.
Okay. I ain't doing that one because you guys don't know that one. I don't know that one. I don't know what that is. Okay. Oh, here. Why is this doing? Oh. I guess this is part of Marvel too. I guess. Who is the only superhero that was a member of both Justice League and the Avengers?
Mm-mm.
I didn't know this either.
Ant-Man.
I'm trying to find my face. It's like, I haven't seen him in the comics. Is it the Avengers? Just name off the Avengers.
Okay. Iron Man.
No.
Spiderwick.
Spiderwick?
Spiderwick.
Spiderwick?
Spiderwick.
Not Hulk, right?
I would just
Nope.
say Black Widow.
Nope. Spiderwick.
No.
Spiderwick.
What else
You
is
got
in
this.
there?
You got this.
Venom. Sandman.
Sandman.
The Sandman.
Sandman was in the Avengers?
You
Not
said
that
Avengers.
one.
I was thinking about someone else. Obviously.
No. He's a superhero. He's
Um.
one of the main characters.
The Hawkeye guy?
Yes. Hawkeye.
There you go.
Oh shit.
I didn't know he wasn't in Justice League.
He said, fuck out of here.
Which two Stupid.
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 Which two superheroes were first meant to be a couple? What?
Huh?
Hawkeye and
Oh, this is back to DC.
Oh.
I never heard of this.
Oh no.
but
Let's see.
Come on.
You got a minute.
Spider-Man and the Wonder Woman.
Okay.
I mean,
one. You got one of them.
Superman.
No. You just said it. You said one of them.
What?
Wonder Woman?
Yeah, one over and someone else. It's not someone you know.
It's not someone I know.
No.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, one movie and it failed.
One movie that failed, Green
Green
Lantern.
Yes. Yes.
I
Yes.
was gonna
It's
say,
Green
there's a lot
Lantern.
of them that failed.
What the fuck?
Yes, Green Lantern. I was like, I know.
Him and her?
Yeah. I was like, what? Oh, okay.
I mean, maybe if it wasn't.
So, we're wrapping down, and we'll see you next.
Wrapping down.
It's the
Wrapping
No, you rub down. Trying to do my.
Go ahead, Justin.
I'm trying to invest me up now. I
Listen.
gotta do it all
All I
over
heard
again.
was wrapping down. Excuse
Not
me.
wrapping down.
You mean wrapping up?
Wrapping down.
Why is
You're
it
like-
down?
Because it's going down.
Anyway.
Anyways, see you next week. Oh, in our next podcast. Whenever we do the next podcast.
This should be next Sunday, right?
Yeah, we
no.
could.
Yeah, shit.
I don't know.
Mother's Day is next Sunday.
I don't. Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Well, that's fine.
That's fine. We
Well,
still do it. We do it without the end. It's fine.
We'll see you when we do it.
See
So-
you next time.
Yeah,
See you
maybe
next
those
time, man.
like keep it chaos.